All right, this video is for everybody that's ever back here in the tech area for the warehouse. I'm gonna try to make it super fast. So here we go. Over here we got a box full of batteries, pens, we got 2 lapel microphones, and we got 2 headphone extensions that work for avions if the people are only getting one ear in there. If there's batteries that are running out, like right now, 9 volts, we want to email Kim at kcardone@keystonefellowship.com to let her know that the warehouse is running low on a certain amount of batteries. Right here, it says do not turn off. That means do not turn off. Pretty self-explanatory. If you're ever having issues with the wireless signal on some of these, you got to check and see to make sure that the channel on these is lined up with the microphones on the stage. Here's our beautiful new soundboard. Everyone go, amazing, right? So we got it labeled. We're gonna relabel these here and we're gonna make them properly labeled in there. But until then, same setup as a normal soundboard where it's got all of our drums right here, and then it just goes bass, acoustic guitar, electric guitar, keys are stereo, track is stereo. The click will not come through, but it's right here. And then our different colored microphones and our ambience mic right there. So these are where we're going to do all of our mixing. When these are selected, that means that they are turned on. When they're like that, that means they're muted. So, did I just mess that up? Let's see. So I'm going to play a song real quick. My mouse is lost. All right, so while that's doing all that nonsense, we're going to show you. Up here is your interface, right? So say we want to go to click, so we're going to select the click. Also, if I forget, cue is when you want to cue something in the headphones. You can cue all of that kind of thing. So say we want to select the kick, we want to work on our EQ, right? We can come to this interface and we'll see EQ here. It's all pretty self-explanatory. So if I want to do the highs, I want to get rid of all the highs, I would bend them out like that, right? Selected send means whatever is selected, whatever thing is here selected, is what you can adjust. So I can navigate with these, watch, I can move over to different things, and then I can navigate and adjust the selected send as needed. There's also, voice crack, there's also a pan button right there. This is for the gain. If you're just not getting enough gain on something, you can crank it right there. And then we got stage monitor. So when I press that, right, this changes into like an aux mode, right? And now we can adjust the stage monitor. So you see what's needed in the stage monitor. If I want to give the track a little more stage monitor, in the stage monitor, I got to push it up a little bit more, right? But then I got to make sure I press back, or I could press home and get it back to my normal feed. Subs is the 4th channel there. So you see the things that need sub have them. There's not subs in the acoustic, right? There's not subs in the electric, but there are in the keys and the track and all the kick stuff, right? So if the bass has too much subs, I gotta pull down a little bit. I'm gonna get back and press home. Channel 8, I think, is our drum aviom. So if something is too loud, say the cymbals in the aviom are too loud for the drums, you can pull it down a little bit like that. Then we got our effects and stuff down here. You just press those and you can balance them as needed. I'm just going to navigate and see if there's any other things about that. And for now, that's kind of what we're rocking with. We don't want to overcomplicate things, and we'll all kind of grow in it together in terms of, dynamics and all that fun stuff. So that's awesome. So we got a computer over here. We got a bunch of empty channels that we like, and let's play a song. We'll just show you a quick little preview. So you see it's selected. That means it's unmuted. Now it's muted. When we push it up, say we think the subs are too hot, right? So I'm going to go up to subs, which is the 4th thing, and I'm going to pull them down. And if you're listening with headphones, you would hear how that came out. So I'm going to turn that down, I'm going to mute it, and here's our master volume. Pretty great, right? So we might start working with these later, but that's the basics. The other thing you want to be aware of is these could turn into like master mutes, so you can't keep those muted, or else you might be muting things like this. You also might be muting effects and stuff. Lots to learn with that, but that's the basics. Let's make our way over here. We got our lighting board back on the table. It's getting a little cramped, but it's the best for what we got. We got a nice big monitor screen. The lighting board has not been being shut down correctly at a lot of our ministries, so I really need you guys to shut it down so we can keep this thing alive as long as possible. So you press the home button, you go to shut down. Shut down. Takes a minute. You can save it if you want or not. It doesn't really matter. Takes a minute, and then it says okay to disconnect, and then there's a power button right on the back here. And that's how you properly shut down the soundboard. Pro Presenter is pretty much the same, but I want to show you right here. We have a little notes on how you can change to the new template. A quick way to do it is you go up to here, press on the first slide of the song, go to templates, slide down to warehouse standard, and select it. And then that will change the standard. And you want to make sure there's no more than 4 lines per song and that they're balanced correctly. Another awesome feature in Pro Presenter that we've set up recently is stage display. This video is getting long, sorry. But when we have stage display enabled, you can come over to this TV and you'll see there's a HDMI cable plugged into it. And this is gonna have a stage display, so your vocalists don't need to have lyrics up on the screen. I mean, on their iPads or whatnot, they can just open it up here. So what you'll have to do to set that up is turn on with the power button right here, and then we're gonna go to the HDMI 1. And what it's gonna do is it's gonna show you a preview of the song. Here we go. So, I'm gonna use the remote. HDMI 1, and I'm going to press OK, and there it is. So when the first slide comes up, it'll pop up on the big screen, and then that's the preview down there. So thanks, guys.